Jiu-Jitsu just became big business, and people are dropping million-dollar bets to prove it. From Craig Jones shaking the system, Helena Cravar breaking records, the new era of grappling has arrived. If you blinked, you missed the drama, the dollars, and the declarations. Like this video, drop a comment with what shocked you the most, and let's keep this conversation rolling. Young star Helena Cravar made history at the Craig Jones Invitational 2 by winning a $100,000 prize, the largest amount ever awarded to a female athlete in a jiu-jitsu tournament. Her victory wasn't just about beating opponents on the mat. It was a symbolic milestone for the sport. In a discipline where the disparity between men's and women's divisions remains vast, Helena proved that the female talent can and should be highly valued. Beyond this historic feat, her win reignites the rivalry with Sarah Galvão, one of the most promising prospects of the new generation. The two have now faced each other 3 times. Helena came out on top as juveniles, and again now as adult black belts. Sarah, however, won when both were brown belts. The current score is 2-1 for Helena. From rivals in the youth divisions to headliners on grappling's millionaire stage, Helena and Sarah are writing, match by match, one of the most compelling rivalries of this new era of women's jiu-jitsu. If a draw already sparks debate, imagine when $1 million is on the line. That's exactly what happened in the team finals of Craig Jones Invitational 2, the tournament that's been shaking up the structure of competitive jiu-jitsu. The final showdown between B Team and New Wave ended in a 47-47 tie. According to the rules, the winner of the last match would determine the team champion. Nikki Rodriguez of B Team won with a dominant performance and secured the title. End of story? Not even close. Protests, controversy, and a moral victory. The internet exploded with backlash. The grappling community was divided. Gordon Ryan and other new wave athletes cried foul, calling the system rigged. And even though B Team had the rulebook on their side, suspicion still lingered. That's when the twist came. An anonymous investor decided to also pay $1 million to New Wave. 2 teams, $2 million checks, 1 tournament. Craig Jones confirmed the news, clarifying that the decision wasn't his, but he smiled approvingly about it on social media. A gesture of justice or a ticking time bomb? Reactions were swift. Some fans applauded the attempt to make things right. Others, including UFC BJJ executives and old school voices, slammed the move. One called the bonus a dumb tax, warning that it set a dangerous precedent. But one thing is undeniable. CJI is rewriting the game. Bigger payouts than any other event, freedom of contract, and now, prize money even for those who lost. Over-the-top entertainment, on the other side, Chael Sonnen. The king of trash talk and former UFC title contender was ready to put on a show. And he did, just not the way he expected. Round 1. A clinch, a slow takedown, and in seconds, Craig slaps on a buggy choke. Sonnen goes out. Silence for 2 seconds, then the crowd erupts in laughter. Craig shouts, "Best of 3. Round 2. Sonnen gets up like nothing happened, smiling like he knows he just became a gift. They hit the ground again, another buggy choke. Sonnen taps fast, over. 30 seconds, 2 submissions, 0 resistance. Craig walks off like he just tapped out his drunk uncle at a Sunday barbecue. Naturally, the internet went wild. Some swore it looked like a video game on easy mode. Others joked that CJI now had a staged fight division. Regardless, Craig Jones once again stole the spotlight, delivering one of the most bizarre, hilarious, and talked about moments of the year in jiu-jitsu. The IBJJF has confirmed the crown is back in 2025. Designed to be the stage for the chosen ones, this invite-only tournament returns for its 3rd edition, promising elite-level matchups, dramatic narratives, and prizes worthy of royalty. In a sport evolving rapidly, the crown offers what every athlete dreams of: respect, exposure, and a paycheck, worthy of those who bleed on the mat. With over $250,000 in total prize money, around $20,000 per champ, the event positions itself as one of the IBJJF's most prestigious tournaments. Now it aims to raise the bar even higher. The IBJJF hasn't revealed date, location, or names, but one thing's for sure: when the crown shows up on the horizon, the best in the world start preparing. The next UFC BJJ already has a title fight set, and the choice raised eyebrows. Mikey Musumeci, inaugural bantamweight champion of the UFC's grappling circuit, will defend his belt against Kevin Carrasco, a relatively unknown name in the UFC scene, but a proven competitor. Carrasco, currently undefeated 1-0 in the UFC BJJ and a former IBJJF World finalist, is a legitimate threat. But being unranked stirred debate within the community about matchmaking criteria. Why is this fight getting attention? The contrast: Mikey is one of today's most acclaimed grapplers, world champion, one UFC star, UFC BJJ king, and fan favorite. Carrasco is still establishing his place in the elite. UFC's choice. The organization seems to be betting on the underdog story, giving Carrasco a shot while keeping Mikey as the main draw. Meritocracy versus entertainment. The announcement reignited debate. While CJI and Who's Number One Base matches on merit and open access, UFC BJJ opts for structure and exclusivity. If Carrasco shocks the world, it could launch a new chapter in his career and prove that being unranked does not mean being outmatched. If Mikey dominates, he solidifies his reign and silences any doubts about the matchup. It's more than a title. It's a chance for UFC BJJ to prove it can build stars without skipping steps. Or maybe, does merit still matter more than marketing? Elder Cruz, Nogi World Champion and ADCC veteran, has a new home. The athlete just joined Pedigo Submission Fighting, based in Toledo, Ohio, a move that speaks volumes about the sport's new direction. Elder is known for his aggressive style and experience among the elite. Now, he becomes part of Heath Pedigo's growing powerhouse squad, strengthening their presence on the Nogi battlefield. But this isn't just about one big signing. This touches a cultural shift in jiu-jitsu. Changing teams used to be taboo. The infamous Creonch label, coined by Carson Gracie, once painted it as betrayal. Today, that stigma is fading. This new generation treats their careers with professionalism. Decisions are strategic, not emotional. Training structure, media exposure, camp support, and presence at major events now drive these moves. Elder's transfer reflects this shift. It's not blind loyalty, it's growth. If jiu-jitsu wants to evolve as an industry, maybe it's time the community accepts that fighters can change flags without burning their honor in the process. IBJJF doesn't sleep, and neither does jiu-jitsu. In just 3 days, the Federation hosted a marathon of events in Las Vegas, bringing together around 12,000 competitors across all ages for 5 simultaneous tournaments: Jiu-Jitsu-Con, Jiu-Jitsu-Con Kids, Jiu-Jitsu-Con Nogi, Jiu-Jitsu-Con Nogi Kids, and the iconic Master Worlds. More than just numbers, this feat shows IBJJF's commitment to making jiu-jitsu accessible, global, and professional. The message is clear: jiu-jitsu can become the most practiced sport in the world with structure, inclusion, and longevity. Did you compete there? Were you a champ? Let us know in the comments. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson hasn't forgotten how the UFC treated him. And now, with the grappling spotlight on, he didn't hold back. For the former flyweight champion, Craig Jones is a better promoter than Dana White. The statement gained traction after the wildly successful Craig Jones Invitational 2, which handed out millions in prize money and gave more visibility to grappling than anyone expected. A new model of promotion. According to DJ, Craig is doing what the UFC failed to do for years: putting money directly in the athletes' hands and building a show without exploiting them. CJI2 awarded $1 million to New Wave, $1 million to B-Team, $100,000 to Helena Cravar, and other heavy bonuses, something unheard of in the grappling world until now. During an online discussion with Craig, Demetrius dropped the bomb. The promoter's job is to promote the fighter's match. Now they throw that responsibility on the athlete. You're a better promoter than Dana White, said DJ. The comment hit hard, especially coming from someone who knows the system inside out. DJ, despite being one of the most dominant champions in MMA history, 11 straight title defenses, was long considered underpromoted and undervalued by the UFC. His words highlight the long-standing issues in combat sports, where legacy and skill often take a backseat to showbiz. Craig Jones, meanwhile, is pushing a transparent model that rewards real fighters with real pay and real stories. In DJ's own words, Craig Jones gives jiu-jitsu what it deserves, and that might just redefine what fans should value. If you watched until the end, you already know. This channel is for those who truly live jiu-jitsu. Like, comment, and subscribe, because telling these stories, that's our mat.